Hi, sweet face. Hi. Don't be stalking me. How you going? I'm going to wait for a few more people to come on. We're going to be doing a collective today about, well, actually, no, we're going to be doing all signs, sun and rising for the week ahead. Okay. You made it early. Yay. Oh, I've just dropped some sage on my table. I'll just put that back in there. It's really hard to get sage to burn sometimes, even though I've pulled it apart, which is what you really need to do to get it to do what you want it to do. Hi, Twin Soul. We're going to be looking at the week ahead, okay? Excuse me, I've left my other device, so we're going to talk about astrology and all my information's on there as well, just very quickly. But we don't have enough people on yet, so okay. Ask our guides, for those guides of people online, for my guides to bring forward messages that are clear, concise and correct for everybody watching. Okay. Only bring love into this space. I won't be a second. Okay. Whew. So we're looking at the week ahead, everybody. Hi, all online. Please like the video. I had 12, I had 8 people on. Please press, oh, won't be a second. I have a call, but I'm not going, I'll just wait for a few more people. Okay. Mrs. SW Reed. Hi. Okay, only 3 people on. Please like the video, okay? I'm sure there'll be something in here for each and every one of you. We're going to have a look at... Oh my goodness. As soon as I start the live, I start getting messages. Okay, let's just regroup here. I apologize. Some people I can not talk to. Some people I just had to SMS my sister back and tell her what I was doing, and that I'd call her back. So yeah, there could be a lot of messages coming in for you. We're going to do it, which has prompted me to do a sort of like a general collective at the beginning now. So I'm going to be having a look at the week ahead. So astrologically, let's have a look. 5 minutes and 15 seconds. So astrologically this week, guys, we have passed the point of no return away from Aries, and thank you God, 19th of April. For some of you it will still be the 19th of April today. The sun has entered Taurus, and actually when I woke up this morning, it prompted me, like I was just feeling like self-care and beauty and color. Hence I made a dragon fruit smoothie, which, like, yeah, I don't know, you know, they're very, like, you can buy them everywhere over here in Indonesia. I made a dragon fruit and pineapple smoothie. So like I was like color and just starting to think about a few things in regards to like my own self-care and my own like what I want to do in the rest of 2026. So yeah, we've had that new astrological year, right? Yeah, thank God. Exactly. Because, you know, it's been, Aries season has been tough. Now we've still got a few things to get through. We still have that planetary alignment, right? You've got that intense conjunction yesterday or today, if you're on the 19th and the 20th, with Aries conjuncting Mars and Saturn. You've got Mercury and Saturn. You've got on the 20th, you've got Mars in Mercury. And so this is high pressure, but it's also high pressure action. So you can do this any which way you want to do it, guys. If anything's pressuring you and it's stressful, well, obviously that's not going to be beneficial to you, okay? But if anything's like pressuring you into action and you really like have a drive behind you, it's a great time to do so. Then we have Uranus entering Gemini, right? Now it starts that 6-year stay in Gemini. We'll talk about that in a second. And at the end of next week, so, you know, on the 29th, which isn't incorporating this week's, we have Venus squaring the North Nodes, and there could be some relationship challenges there. We'll talk about that next week. But Uranus entering Gemini, so what does that literally mean? So it enters on the 25th, right, of April, which is at the end of our week. And it's 6 to 7 year transit, okay, till 2033. So there's a lot of positives with this. There's a few, you know, positives, ups and downs, negatives with everything. But this period really focuses on rapid communication, being very sharp in your communication, and also a lot to do with IT and AI, okay, ethics, unconventional learning methods, and it encourages like experimentation in all those areas, anything to do with your communication. So this is a very free-spirited time, right, in the next 7 years, radical way of thinking. There'll be a lot of technological revolutions, okay, rapid advancements in AI, social media, but there may be an information overload. So this is like the shadow aspect of this next 7 years. And like I said, this cements itself in Uranus. Gemini cements itself there, or Uranus cements itself in Gemini. And so, you know, we just have to be careful in what we're watching, how our news is consumed to us, alternative information sources, and there could be rebellious communication, right? So a lot of this I feel is very positive because it's a shift towards unconventional way of speaking and writing. Okay, so there's a lot of things going to be weeded out there in regards to AI and social media. There could, however, be some travel disruptions. There could be innovations in travel as well, commuting and how we you know, get around basically. And this is the next 7 years. So if we're not seeing this now, we could possibly see it in the near future. And impact on ourselves on a personal level. I mean, it's really significant for these signs. So if you're one of these signs, either sun or rising, it's going to be really significant for these signs: Gemini, Virgo, Taurus, and Pisces, okay? Or especially those with early degrees of that sign, because in these signs, Uranus will trigger sudden changes. Sudden changes, hopefully positive for the majority of us in personal, social, and communication, all right, and how we live our lives. And as far as our mindset goes, this is like a desire to break free from certain thought patterns, certain behaviors in that way, and adopt a more experimental mindset. Oh, I'll just try this, and if it doesn't work, you know, very Aquarian energy here as well, which is the sister sign of Gemini. So a tendency to speak or write or learn in different ways. And, you know, the need to be highly adaptable, right, as digital and local environments change rapidly as well. So for those particular signs, it will affect the most, okay? Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Let's look at the week ahead. We're going to do a general first of all. If you haven't liked the video, please like it, okay? Please comment. Please put your thoughts in the chat. I'm working again with one arm. Spirit knows what to do and what messages to bring forward and how I can convey these tarot card messages, okay? As soon as we get the first card out, Spirit knows I can split the deck and go from there. So we're going to get a main energy. First of all, for Aries. Bye-bye, Aries, okay? Yeah, you've caused a lot of havoc. You've done what you came to do. I think there's more things here with that planetary alignment. I don't think we're out of the woods yet. We've still got that energy. Aries, let's have a look and see what's your main message. Oh, I like this. Very Ace of Wands type of energy. We have the Yang card, okay? Yang. So that's your main energy, Aries. And it is fire energy, and it is your sign. The Ace of Wands is in tarot, part of Aries element. Let's have a look and see what is going on here. Okay. There's something about climb. Spirit just said climbing to the top to achieve your dreams and goals. Perhaps Aries, you've really set some goals for your new astrological year here. You've got the Nine of Cups, breaking free of the norm, going on like a different path, or choosing your path and like wholeheartedly, passionately moving towards it. I really like this, Aries, for you. You have the Devil here. Okay, Capricorn energy. I love this, obviously. I love this depiction in this card. Pretty hunky, this dude. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. So, you know, Two of Pentacles, sorry. I do feel, you know, there's Three of Wands here. I think there's a lot of drive for you, Aries, in the next, like, birthday year. And, you know, really aiming towards what you want to do, what you love to do, making some goals. But you will be tempted. I do feel there'll be temptation to go backwards. This always reminds me of, like, if you have 3 steps back and 2 steps forward, and there's, you know, a constant needing to regroup what you're doing, how you're behaving, how you're living your life, you know, how you know, moved out of 2025 to 26 astrologically, and how you're going to move forward. And so there could be some like hiccups in the next week, but I do feel that you're really looking at your shadow side, looking at what you've been bound to, what you've been tied to, really wanting to begin anew. So that's really nice. Let's have a look at Leo. What's the main energy for Leo? So if your sun or rising Leo, mainly your rising, stick around. Here is your reading for the week ahead. Okay, what's going on for Leo? Okay, we have change in the wind for you, Leo, here this week, the number 3. So this could talk about other people, possibly in your home, in your environment, whether it's at work or at home. Some changes possibly going on. I feel that these changes for you, Leo, are possibly changes that are out of your control. I'm picking up that, you know, just know that any shift that's happening, Leo, it's happening for your highest good. Let's have a look at this change. What's the change for Leo, Spirit? Then I'll split the deck and we'll move forward like that. I have to watch the arm, guys. I have to watch the arm. Okay, you have 9 of Swords, Virgo energy. Yeah, I don't feel these changes. I think they're made by other people. I think there's a lot of external influence this week ahead. You know, we do still have that intense conjunctions between planets, and that lineup of planets is still there. So, you know, and the nine of Swords is very, you know, it's a card of not downplaying the 9 of Swords, but a lot of this is controllable through how you perceive things and how you view the change. Automatically, I'm hearing automatically you may want to react or be scared or worried about certain change that's coming in, but Spirit's saying, no, like clear your mind, clear your head, see how you can best get this to work to your advantage, Leo, this week. 10 of Cups is here. I love this card. Isn't it pretty? I was just talking about color this morning. Add some color, flavor to your life this week. And there's some possible changes you need to make to sort of like distract your energy from whatever's going on around you, whether it's family issues, whether it's work related stuff. Don't worry about the change. It's for your greatest good, Leo. You've got the 10 of Cups. So going into midweek, I feel that there's like more of a, you know, the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, may be very like intense because we got the planets. And remember, we have a lot of solar flares that are hitting Mars, which are then reverberating towards the Earth. So, you know, the energies, the astrology, just know that everything's got a part to play in it, in what's going on with your energy. Clear your mind, I would say. Go out in nature, meditate, do anything that's going to distract you. Anything that's going on, I want to say, Leo, in your family, it will work out well. End of the week, we have the Queen of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. Because this is a court card, I'll grab another one, okay? Ace of Cups. Ooh. There could be support coming from especially a female, a female earth sign. Okay, a lot of love. It reminds me of very motherly, nurturing energy. Could be an aunt, a grandmother, a sister, or even a very close female friend here. If my dog starts barking, I'm going to like go nuts, because like, you know, when I'm live, this always happens. Okay, no, he's gone back to sleep. Ace of Cups, so opening your heart to new possibilities. Aces are always great. Aries got an ace, pretty much, with the ace, the yang energy. So Ace of Cups, opening your heart. Maybe this person is saying, you know, you need to be more open to new things. You need to be more open to bringing love in, or, you know, not worrying so much about things, Leo. This week, no majors, so I don't think it's going to be anything majorly going on for you. They're just made, like I said, be worries. There could even be worries about someone in your family, but I'm not a prophetic, you know, I'm not going to tell you exactly. Everyone's story is different. Sagittarius, let's have a look, Sag, at your sun or rising primarily. Main energy, please, for Sag. Ooh, I love this. I like it a lot. You got the exchanging gifts. Okay, so number 27 may be significant, or the number 9, Virgo. I feel that, like, for a very particular Sag out there, they could be getting a gift from a Virgo. Okay, let's have a look at the main energy at the beginning of the week, midweek, and end week for Sag, and how it relates to this card. One card, please, Spirit, to flip, and then I'll pull the other two on the split. Thank you. Oh, okay, really nice. I love this. This is very Virgo energy, I feel. So if you're a Virgo sun or rising, this could relate to you as well. There could be a couple of messages, because obviously we haven't done Virgo yet. Let's have a look. Midweek we have... Oh, wow. So you're the third sign. All the fire signs have had an ace. The Ace of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. There's no majors here. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Wands. Oh, wow. And the 10 of Pentacles in a row. I just want to say, whatever's leaving your life, Sag, or, you know, if you've broke up with someone, if you had to leave a job, or get laid off, or, you know, something's going on in and around you, it's all going to work out for the best. Exchanging gifts doesn't just mean, I'm just going to have something to drink. It doesn't mean, I don't even have a name for this color. I mean, there's a lot of condensation on the glass, but hold on, I can't do that. Hold on. Sorry, Sag, let's go back to your reading. My dog started. I am doing live if you're watching this after the live. Exchanging gifts doesn't have to be literal, tangible, although it could be. Okay, I feel there's a lot of balance for you this week, Sagittarius. I think money's on your mind, your mind's on your money, money's on your mind. You could be getting money from someone. I'm getting that as well. But exchanging gifts doesn't have to be tangible. It can be your gift of your time and energy towards someone else. Just by listening to someone or spending time, that is still a gift to them. Or this could be you receiving something here, such as that. Beginning of the week, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I do feel that something's being uncovered as well. You're seeing some sort of like, hold on a second. Yeah. Hold on. I think there's a story here for someone in regards to getting messages. I'm just going to say, if this is to do with the relationship, you'll be getting messages. This could have gone in disarray last week, and you know, that's going to be worked out. It's all going to work out well. Beginning of the week, great time to focus your attention on something tangible, something new, learning. To me, as a reader, this card is all about learning new things. Okay, learning something new, getting your teeth stuck into something. Really, you know, I want to learn astrology, and I'm starting on learning all about the planets first of all, because we've got to know what we're dealing with, right? So there's something like that, starting something new, learning something new, getting interested. And if anything's going on in your life that's difficult, always focus your attention on something else. Okay, don't get up in that Nine of Swords energy. Midweek, an offer, possibly around Wednesday or Thursday. This is really nice. And towards the end of the week, we have the Five of Cups. This offer could be tangible. It could be money for a lot of you, Sagittarius. Okay. Or a gift, or you're giving someone a gift. You do have the Exchange of Gifts card and the Ace of Pentacles, so it could be definitely financially related. All right. Five of Cups. Five of Cups. End of the week. You could be feeling quite disappointed in how a relationship turned out, how something turned out. Just know that whatever is going on, nothing happens for, it's either a lesson or, you know, say if you're with someone, I'll just give you an example, Sag, and for whatever reason you can't be with them anymore, or you decided that's, you know, it's over, or someone else decided it's over because of religious reasons or family reasons or whatever, because I'm picking up that for you, Sag, as well. It will all work out. It's exactly where you're exactly where you need to be, Sag, in your life, right? There's a specific message for Sagittarius out there. I don't know who it is, obviously, but if you're watching this after the live and that resonated with you, yeah, something is being seen clearly. There's some sort of good karma coming in for you, Sag, okay? I just want to say, take your time with things, and there's something new that you're going to be able to grow. Let's have a look at Taurus, Virgo, actually, first of all. I was going to share this video with a friend. Hold on, guys. I can't share it. Hold on. I can share it from my other device. Sorry, guys. I know that I'm supposed to be focused, but I do feel that I need my friend to watch this. Okay, so I'll just share that with her. Okay, she wants to jump on, she can. Okay, Virgo. Dearie me, where have you been worried? Where have you been stressed? Where have you been letting things take advantage of you? I'm also hearing all your boundaries that weren't set. You have your card here, one of your cards. Very Nine of Pentacles energy of very free-spirited, things falling into place, having a lot of faith. You have the four-leaf clover, which talks about luck and fortune coming in. Things working out. There's a lot of green here, which talks to me about the heart chakra. So things working out. Something about lift off. Obviously, this is like a kite. She's using this like a kite. So kites may be significant. One card, the first card is the beginning of the week. Second is midweek, and the third is at the end of the week. Now remember, we have Uranus going into Gemini. We have the moon energy at the beginning of the week. Virgo, again, this is Pisces, or your opposite sign. But Pisces and Virgo are very, I don't know, they've been very similar in the past few years as they're different. But now Capricorn and Cancer seem to be, which are opposites, seeming to be quite on a familiar page here. So that's really strange and unusual that that happens in astrology. This is also your card. So it is Pisces, but it's also Virgo energy. You've got the moon, emotion. I want to clarify that. Spirit. Four of Wands. Four of Pentacles. You could be seeing fours or twos a lot. There could be some sort of like unknown thing going on with like not knowing what to do about a relationship or where your security lies. You could be thinking a lot about that in the first few days. Midweek, we have Four of Pentacles, so another four. You could be seeing fours, like I said, a lot. At the end of the week, we have the Lovers. Beautiful, spending time with family, friends. We have Four of Pentacles. This can be like you're just really watching your pennies right now, Virgo. The Four of Pentacles doesn't always mean that, but you're protecting your assets, you're protecting your money, you're protecting what you've worked for and picking that up too as well. And you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is very much like I said before. So freedom, a lot of freedom, feeling free-spirited, feeling like you can sort of like do anything this week as things fall into place and as you see them fall into place. A little bit of emotional energy. It may not be coming from you though, all right? Could be someone towards you, but you could be really like digging deep here, doing some healing, doing some like really strong meditations would be very good for you, Virgo. Four of Pentacles, like I said, midweek, you're looking at your finances, you're looking at what you have. You could be looking into wills, inheritances, or anything like that as well. And at the end of the week, we have two majors. You're the only sign that's got majors in their reading so far. You have the Lovers. Okay, could be something going on with a romantic relationship, or this could be, let me get another card on that. Seven of Pentacles, assessing or reassessing how something is growing or if it's growing at all in regards to love. You got the Three of Cups. I really like this though, and the Queen of Cups. I think you're being very open with your heart this week, especially when it comes to family, friends, or even like your partner's husband or wife's family. So I feel that there's like other people involved. You could be going out at the weekend, next weekend, you could be going to a party, celebration, something like that. Let's have a look at Capricorn. Capricorn. Love, ew. Yeah. Yeah, I agree actually right now. Let me know your sun. Let me know your rising. Put it in the comments. Talk to each other. Say hi. Please like the video if you haven't done so already. Let's look at Capricorn energy. I feel like Spirit's saying you're feeling possibly heavy energy towards the end of the week, or you were over the weekend, but it's up to you, Capricorn. Like things can get lighter if you want it to, lighter and brighter, I'm hearing. Okay, so it's up to you. There's something about up to you. Your peace, Capricorn, is up to you. Interesting. We got fork in the road in the reverse. I think if you've been stuck, Capricorn, I think you've made quite a lot of decisions, possibly over the last few days even, and you're definitely leaning more towards peace in your life, or sourcing peace. Peaceful week for you. I think you've made some decisions here. Let's look at current energy. Oh, sorry, this is the main energy. Let's look at the beginning of the week, and then I'll split the deck. Spirit will tell me when I need to clarify. Those three fell to the floor, so I'm not going to take them. Oh, nice. Okay, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So, yeah, whatever decision you've been making at the beginning of this week, yeah, we got the Tower on the floor. I want to tell you what's going on the floor. Not that I'm going to use it, Cap, but this is like, you don't have to worry about this anymore, or this is insignificant, or this is the past, or this is lower energy, right? So we will like basically talk about it, but yeah, all right, in a second at the end of the reading. Five of Pence in the reverse. Yeah, you're coming out. You're understanding how you can unlock your key to happiness. Like, and it's definitely with more balance. I'm seeing the number 6. You've got 2 5s here. Okay. You're knowing where you need to be or what you need to do to gain stability or to regain it. Let's clarify that, Spirit. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Wow. I think your happiness lies, Capricorn, in doing what you need to do to be happy for yourself, and that then will sort of spread the light out, spread the joy out, the happiness out to others around you. So it's actually quite big, even though these aren't majors. You've gone from the 5 in which is now in reverse to the 10, which is like, once you choose yourself, once you choose to have a positive mindset, this change will come about quickly. A lot of love, a lot of contentment, happiness, and what you really need in your life. So I feel that Capricorns have made lots of choices the past week or 2 weeks, especially the last week. Last week was really heavy for Capricorn, okay, especially Cap risings. Let's have a look at midweek. Queen of Pentacles, this is one of your cards. Pull another card on that one. Wow, Ace of Cups, what a beautiful week ahead. You're really pulling that ground, you're grounding your energy. You could even, Capricorn, be feeling like you really want to get your toes in the grass or sand and your feet in the grass, and you grounding. Meditation would be great to really get back to that heart center. You could be really resonating with the Taurus right now as well, or like have Taurus in your chart. I just want to say, not because the Queen of Pentacles is Taurus, but I'm just feeling that Taurian energy and that Vesuvian energy, like Venus, okay? So you'll really start, and like I was like, I'm a Virgo sun, but I woke up this morning, and Capricorn rising, and I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, it's Taurus season, thank you, hallelujah. Because like I'm in my element, because I've got a lot of earth in my chart, so I'm in my element now. I'm out of that Aries energy. Obviously we still have a lot of shit going on, astrologic, space weather and stuff, but I just feel that Capricorn, you are really, when things get out of control this week in your mind, Cap, you're pulling it back to love. You're pulling it back to what you want to do to be happy in a personal level, to make others happy around you. There's a lot of giving energy here. You could have also done something really nice for yourself. If you haven't, make sure that you do. I just bought a $100 pack of tarot cards this morning. The most beautiful cards I have ever seen in my life. And I will do a little bit of a show and tell when I receive those, okay? They are called if you want to go look at what I bought, I will be using them. I said to my friend, oh my God, they're so beautiful, I probably won't use them. The Tarot Louisville, Fairy Tale and Fantasy Wheel by Sonia Balokova. I think they come from Slovakia. But this is about, purchasing something nice for yourself, staying in that heartfelt space, spending time with family and friends, getting out of any sort of lack of mindset. And when you do fall into it, Cap, this is like really, you'll really be able to pull yourself out of it quite easily. Okay, I hope this last card is good, because it's the end of the week. The Hermit, I was picking up a lot of Virgo. You could have Virgo in your chart. The Hermit energy is here. You're really like Virgo is, because the Four of Pentacles came out in Virgo's reading. Focusing on your finances, really going deep within and seeing how you can balance all areas of your life. Like, I can't work right now. Like, I have a fracture of my shoulder. I've got a lot of physiotherapy to do, a lot of therapy. So I won't be going back to my primary job for quite a while. And this is hard to do. Well, it's not hard to do. I love doing my tarot. I had a chat with Spirit. How am I going to do it? Because I've got one arm, but we're working well, very nicely. Okay. Really Vesuvian energy, Cap risings, especially this week. We've got that Hermit energy, that don't internalize too much. 10 of Cups is above it. So there's a need to balance as well this week, especially with family and friends. You could be thinking a lot about your money. Let's have a look at Taurus in a second. I just want to tell you what fell to the floor, which is either behind you or you need to disregard, but you need to know what it is to be able to disregard it. The Tower came out. Do not put any more work into any body or mentally into any worry or anything that is not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. It's behind you, okay? There is a trickster energy possibly around you. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Now, this person, I'm going to clarify these. They can't take your energy, all right, Capricorn. 6-6, you are too balanced, you have too much light. This is a specific for somebody, okay? Let's just clarify these. So something could have happened in the past that left you in some sort of stalemate energy where you weren't sure, what was going to happen. It's a gift. It's a gift in disguise. And even though you may have needed to walk away from something or something changed because of something, Two of Cups in the reverse. But I'm going to put it in the upright. You could have had some information, possibly from a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Your two, wow, with the Tower, that Queen of Wands in reverse, this is you, Cap. Okay. And this is this person, King of Swords in the reverse. So obviously this is for specific, but person or group of people, know that whatever dark magic was thrown your way, whatever darkness that tried to get your light, they cannot win, okay? It is now over. Do not put any thought and energy and time into anything. It was a gift in a way though, okay? It was a gift. That's for a specific Capricorn. You're the first sign I've got floor falls for. Okay, let's look at Taurus energy. Okay, Taurus. Okay. Taurus sun and rising. Then we're going to go to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, imagine. So this week, Taurus, you're making some very strong decisions. I do see researching as well, something. Imagine is very Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy, getting into your feels, really using your intuitions. This is also High Priestess energy. So anything spiritual this week, Taurus, would be wonderful. This is about imagining your world into being as well. Imagining what the possibilities that can now sort of happen, come about. Beginning of the week, please, Spirit, and then I'll split the deck and continue. Yeah, I think everyone's got an ace in their reading. Ace of Swords. Beautiful. Okay, let's just clarify this Ace of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. Six of Pentacles, things are working out, things are balancing out. Okay, there's a lot of give and take energy, possibly even financially, but more like, you know, time and energy and discussion. There's possibly a lot of discussion with a particular person, could be a friend. A lot of conversations as you're moving into your solar year, and happy birthday to those early Tauruses if you're watching or it's coming up, your birthday. But you should be watching your rising, guys. All right, just saying. So there's a lot of balanced communication coming through. I like this. Midweek, we have the Fool. So definitely this Aries energy is coming through here. It's also Libra energy. A lot of people don't know that, but it is. It's Libra energy, the Fool, which is again about balance. But the Fool is like that magical world of delights. I'm also hearing sensual delight. So you could be having a Kundalini awakening. You could be very intimate with your partner this week, that if you're, you know, partnered, or if you're single, whatever. Really, really nice. The Empress. Wow. Oh, you're feeling great this week, Taurus. You're feeling amazing. You're starting something new. You know, if you're not acting on it, you're thinking a lot about what risks you want to take. And the Fool is not a card of a leap of faith. She's not leaping, right? She's imagining, she's dreaming. It's a very Piscean energy here. And you've got the Imagine card as well. You've got the communication or thought communication. And you could be getting a lot of integration at the moment as well, which is that all those light codes. Okay, so if you're really tired this week, you know, look after yourself. You have the Empress. The Empress, Libra, Taurus energy. That is absolutely beautiful. Stepping into that Vesuvian energy, self-care. Let's go there, okay, Taurus? Right, Gemini, let's have a look at your main energy. Gemini, Sun rising. Gemini, Sun rising. You have Uranus stepping into your sign, okay? And it will be there for 7 years. I mean, it's going to affect us all. You have 2 cards here. Oh, you have 3. I'm just going to take the one that came face up. So you have, you have Uranus entering your sign for 7 years, okay? So you're going to be on point with communication. But of course, when we always talk about communication, how we think, how we speak, how things are relayed, how things are ingested and consumed, especially through social media, be very, very careful with that. As your week has this card of why. So this could be a lot of introspect, like why did this happen? Why did that happen? I feel, Gemini, for you, it would be really good if you could really get more information on a particular subject, as in studying or learning. You could be very curious this week, okay? You are a very curious sign. You want to know all the facts. You could be asking somebody else, but I think this is like you, like really making the effort here to go reach out and find something out. Beginning of the week, Leo. Leo, strength, healing, as above, so below, manifestation. It's definitely the card of magician energy I'm feeling, which is your energy, right, Gemini? Even though the magician hasn't come out, we'll see if it does. Midweek, 3 of Swords in the reverse. End week, 7 of Swords in the reverse. Wow, okay. All right. Why is this? So you know, you're a little up in your mind, Gemini. I know that you're an air sign, but I do feel that whatever you've been worried about, whatever's been hidden, whatever you didn't know, you're going to find out, okay? You could have been asking a lot of questions about a particular subject. Okay, I'm going to say subject. You could be finding out, oh, that's how it works, or that's the truth. They are minor cards, okay? You have a lot of strength. If there's any challenge associated with this, there's a lot of strength also associated with it. 3 of Swords is like being able to separate your mental from your emotions, or understanding your emotions a lot more in midweek in regards to something. You may have to be very strong for yourself or somebody else, all right, at the beginning of the week. 7 of Swords in the reverse, all right? Whatever's been like kept in the dark will come to light here, Gemini, if you've been wondering anything. Let's clarify the 7 of Swords with 2 cards, please, Spirit. Let's clarify the 7 of Swords with 2 cards. And then we're going to do Libra. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I do feel this is like something that did not work out, either for you or for someone else. I feel it's more like for someone else. It could be about a Virgo. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. Yeah, there's really strong earth energy. Just know that if something's going on in your life that's like a brother, a sister, a friend that you're supporting, you're giving the strength to them, possibly something that didn't work out, Gemini, for them. Especially with the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the 7 of Swords, something they've possibly found out. It could be you, but I feel like it's more like someone else's energy. Just know that everything's going to work out well, okay? Things are always work out the way they're supposed to. That was your reading. Let's have a look at Libra. After the general, all signs, I'm going to be doing, for the week ahead, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to have a break, okay? And then we're going to get into the readings today, okay? So if anyone online would like to make a list for me, I would really appreciate that. Libra, Sun and Rising, main energy. I will take reversals for Libra as well. Yeah, I don't know why I said that and then a reversal came out. I just feel that like there's something like off kilter here for you, Libra, this week. Loyal heart. You're seeing where your loyalties lay. I do feel a lot of 6 of Cups energy where you're looking back on the past, Libra. Remember, the past is there for a reason, either for your lesson or somebody else's in their soul journey, or yours. There is something that hasn't worked out or isn't going to work out between 2 people, or someone's not coming to the party, which is like you're possibly putting information out there and they're not interested, okay? I'm getting a lot of singles energy here. Perhaps it's a thought you don't want to see anymore. Oh, I feel a heaviness this week for you, Libra. Let's see what's here. Don't want to give Libra a bad rap. I'm switching my channel up to more. Obviously, I can't put 12 signs out all the time every week. It's quite a lot for me. I'll be doing more generalized readings, guys, and I will be doing like channeled messages and stuff, and then I'll just be focused on earth energy, okay, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn for the near future. Otherwise, I'll just overextend myself. Beginning of the week, Libra, let's have a look and see. 7 of Cups, the Magician. I feel tricky energy. I hope this is not your energy, Libra, okay? Let's have a look at midweek. I really do feel someone's trying to plan something or be sneaky about something. Gemini, Virgo, and you're unsure what that could be, or you're unsure about how to manifest something or manifest something back that you want in your life with the Magician energy. So Libra, I'm just going to say, if this is you trying to manipulate a situation, especially regards to another person, be very careful. You can make the list, Canoe. Oh, can someone make the list, please? I'd really appreciate it if you're on here. If you're still on here, then you're obviously going to stay on here. Yeah, be very careful, Libra, because if you manipulate shit, okay, it's fucking going to come back to you. So if you're disappointed about something that didn't go your way with another person, and you're like, right, what's my sort of like, what's plan B? This is what's plan B. That didn't work, so what's plan B? Don't use anything, trickster, it will come back to you. Just be very careful, Libra, okay? Because I'm feeling this is possibly your energy, all right? Midweek, we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. I said to Spirit right at the beginning, I'm going to take reversal, Spirit, for Libra, because I just feel there's some sort of off energy here. You're not balanced, Libra. Hi, Firebird. You need to get into balance. Don't worry about this situation and what didn't go right, okay? You can try and manipulate the situation. It could be to do with a third party as well. Six of Cups. Was I picking up the Six of Cups with this? I think I was. I'm not sure. Cancer energy. And there's something here. Let's clarify this. Three of Pentacles. I feel that you can work really well with others right now, Libra, if you focus your attention on something else. If something's going to work, especially in a romantic situation with a family member, a friend, whatever, it's going to work. All right. If it's not part of their soul journey, don't try and force it to be, because it's going to work out bad for you. So just be very careful. Three of Pentacles here. The Four of Swords. It's definitely time to get out of your head, spend time with family, friends. You could be thinking a lot about the future. I think there's a lot more clarity coming in. Yeah, look at this. Justice in the reverse. That's just clarifying it. Libra, you're super unbalanced right now. You need to get your shit together, okay? And you need to focus more on building something that you've possibly created or started in the past, or continue with that. And if you are Libra, and if this is a particular for one of you, you know, you need to really go to therapy or do something or talk to someone to get, because this is a very obsession, okay? Now, obviously this reading won't, this is for someone in particular, this reading won't resonate with anyone or everyone. I don't know, it's maybe just one person, but there's something here about you need to get your shit together, Libra, okay? Yeah, things haven't been going the way you have. Yeah, look at this, all in the reverse. Ace of Cups, 10 of Wands. You feel like something isn't over. All right. So talk to someone, Libra, get more information, and, you know, work on healing that heart chakra, I'm going to say, with the loyal heart in the reverse. Thank you, and don't stalk me, dude. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Aquarius, Sun and Rising. And then we'll do the last ones, which are Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces. Aquarius, you have building blocks. Really nice beginning of the week here, number 10 or 28. So I feel that you've done a lot of hard work in your healing here, Aquarius. You could have reached a particular goal, and even a financial goal, and you're like, right, what's my next 5-year plan? What's my next 10-year plan? I feel it's more like a long term here, where you're going, right, I've built this myself, what's next? Let's have a look at beginning of week, midweek and end week. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I love this. Queen of Cups, dropping into your heart space here at the beginning of the week. Let's pull out another card, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, dropping into your heart space, getting out of your head space, possibly making some sort of decision. You're not listening to what others are saying or Spirit is advising you. Don't get too embroiled in other people's opinions, okay? Drop into your heart space and only do what you feel fit, okay? What you see. You are the star card, like what you want to aim towards. So whatever you're wanting to build, whatever you're planning, I feel this is on a tangible level. You could be thinking about buying another property if you have one. You could be thinking about selling property, renting a property. There's something here about property or where you live. Don't listen to other people if they don't agree with you. Whatever, they don't agree. Fuck off, okay? Midweek, we have Nine of Swords in the reverse. So anything, if you've been in your head about anything, I feel that you're making some really great decisions here, Aquarius. You're looking out for yourself. You're dropping into your heart center. You're not letting other people worry you. You've got a lot of crows here. You could be seeing crows a lot. The Emperor is here. End week, stepping into more balanced. You could be dealing with an Aries. You're being very strategic. See how he has this chess piece? It is the King. All right, he has the King. There's something here about you having some sort of control. The King has the most control, right, on the chessboard. Some say the Queen does. I say the Queen does. But then you've got the King, right? You've got this King here. This could be a masculine in your life towards the end of the week, Aquarius, okay? I feel that you could be tempted by this person, all right? There could be some conflict around this person. Because we have the Five of Swords and the Devil in reverse. So you may want to extradite yourself from a situation, or, you know, you may have a meeting with your boss and you may not like what they have to say, or, you know, you need to like put more effort into your work, or you need to like, need to see more from you, or you could have a father figure that's being controlling, or your partner, if they're masculine, could be very controlling, or you could have a petty fight or something. Someone could be saying, you need to do this, Aquarius, and you're saying, no, fuck off, I don't, because you got the Devil in the reverse. So you're definitely breaking free of someone else's trying to power play you. I would say quite a big week towards the end of the week, especially 25th, 26th even, okay? Let's look at the last three signs. Sun and Rising, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Let's do Pisces first. I just feel like I want to do Pisces first. Pisces, Sun and Rising. Or if you have Virgo in your chart, it is your opposite side. And Virgos have been resonating a lot with what's been going on with Pisces. Okay. Building blocks in the reverse. Wow. So Aquarius had it in the upright, Virgo, and now, Pisces, or Virgo, because we're doing like both signs at the same time, because Pisces is resonating so much with Virgo. If you're Capricorn, go check out the Cancer. If you're Cancer, check out the Capricorn. Look at your opposite sign too, because they seem to be like synchronizing a little bit at the moment. Building blocks in the reverse. Pisces, what are you rethinking? Perhaps you had a plan. Oh, this resonates with me. Perhaps you had a plan and you're like, no. And because we're in Aquarius timeline, we have the one card, please, and I'll split the deck, Spirit. Because we're in Aquarius timeline, we have the, what's the word? Prerogative to change our trajectory. If we've made a decision, if you made a decision, Pisces, and you're like, no. So the wheel is in reverse. I want it in reverse. I feel that whatever this is your main theme, Pisces, of the week. Re-looking at a decision you made, re-looking at a commitment you made. And at the beginning of the week, you're doing sort of a pros and cons list about, is this going to put me behind or go backwards, or is this going to push me forward? So there's a lot of thinking here. A lot of thinking. I don't know how to split the deck. I'm going to split it again. Midweek, Pisces, you have the Four of Swords in reverse. I feel that there's been a lot of fatigue, possibly in the last week, even longer. There could have been a lot going on. I think there was for the majority of people, even from like mid-March all the way through to now. And I think there's a bit of reprieve coming here, Pisces, for you, especially in your mental space. You're being very clear. You're getting out of your mind. Be careful that you don't get into hermit mode like Virgo energy, okay? The last card towards the end of the week, we have the Justice card in the reverse. Since Libra, I've been getting a lot of reversals. You may feel that something is unjust or unjust. Let's clarify the outcome of that, please, Spirit. I just want to say on an energetic level, just keep being like, if you've got a decision here to make, Pisces, there's a real need to write a list of pros and cons, to get out of your head and your feelings, right? Get practical. This, don't be doing, Pisces, if I do this, this could happen, because you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen from one second to the next. It's just about being very practical. This is definitely what I want in my life. This is a schedule that I like to have. I was talking about this with my friend yesterday, day to day. This is definitely what I need to eat and the way I need to like exercise and etc. It's like a very intricate thing here that you need to do, Pisces, to regain that balance and to make certain choices that are going to be the right ones for you, okay? Pisces, we have 9 of Pentacles, okay? All in the upright, these one spirit place. The Lovers. Yeah, it's almost like a, especially for those who are single or in a relationship, do I want a partnership right now or not? Or do I want to be free and single? So that's for someone. Something could be not balanced. You could be spending too much time with your partner and not enough time alone or with friends and family, or doing things you love. So there's definitely imbalance here, Pisces, in your life. That could have related to Virgo as well. I should find out the opposite signs for each sign so that you can sort of like relate them to yourself and your opposite sign, because they're very in sync. Cancer, let's have a look. We're going to do Scorpio last. Cancer, Sun and Rising. What's your main energy? Cancer, main energy. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, woohoo. All right, Cancer, oh my goodness. Number 10, Unfinished Symphony. So you've got this for your main energy. Take your time with this. This card fell out straight away. The Knight of Pentacles. It is Taurus energy. We're just moved into Taurus, okay? Right. Cancer. The 10th of the month could be significant. I just want to say I'm seeing a full moon. Be careful. So that's on the 1st, 2nd of May, right? Be really careful with your communication. Be careful on how you start talking or start communicating something this week, okay? Be careful. Be cautious. Go slow. Because something could unravel and you have to sort of like backtrack to fix something, or just be careful with any lies or manipulation that you do, okay? There is a trickster energy. I don't like this card, but I feel it's more like if you're trying to get out of something, Cancer, be truthful, be honest with yourself, most of all, and move forward, and just move away. This is unfinished business card. This is the unfinished symphony as well. You may feel that something is unfinished that you want to fix. It can be positive. You may have had a family fallout and you want to sort of fix it. But I don't like this card. I never have liked this card. It's really trickster energy. I don't like that really. I find that depiction disgusting with that woman sitting there like very magician in reverse. Knight of Pentacles, we have the High Priestess. So Cancer, meditate on this. Drop into your higher self, right? Look at your human self. Say, am I communicating well? It's all about communication. What you can say, what you shouldn't say, or in certain situations or at times of the day. Be careful with alcohol, I'm going to say as well here. You got the High Priestess, so drop into that. You know, you are a water sign. This is Pisces energy, the High Priestess. Okay, midweek we have the Death card, and the end of the week we have the Chariot, your card. So I think if you're going through any especially if you're praying or meditating, should I contact this person? Should this be closed out or not? Do that, okay? Really important. Be careful of any trickster energy around you, and be careful how you communicate. Sometimes we say things in a different context that other people can perceive as something else. It's really important that you're very cautious with your thoughts, okay? And I would say a bit of balance here with being in hermit mode and being that Sagittarius type of energy where you're blazing a trail and getting out there and having fun and being spontaneous. Midweek is some sort of aha moment, possibly. Interesting, okay. Possibly in regards to a relationship. You're possibly having clarity on something. Yeah, okay. Cancer, you have the Chariot as your end of the week, possibly next weekend. Yeah, you know, If you're asking spirit for guidance on anything, they're definitely giving it to you. You've got really two super spiritual cards. You're a very spiritual sign, Cancer. You've got the Chariot energy here. Okay, and that card is with the Nine of Swords. It's also with the Page of Wands. All right, so really work on your mental, your communication, and the way you speak to others and how you speak to yourself. Ask spirit for guidance in that if you're finding it very difficult to like think positively. You've got the Page of Wands and the Nine of Swords. I feel that there's like you're gonna do it anyway type of energy. When you're moving towards Cancer midweek, you're having fun. You've got that Sagittarius type of energy here. We got with the Aries actually, but Sag, Aries, Leo, fire energy here. You're feeling the fear, but you're doing something anyway. My arm will not be better for months, blessings. Months. Probably up to 6 months, right? Till I can fully functionally use it, okay? So that's why, hence, I'm doing kind of a different way, where I'm pulling more so than, you know, shuffling, because I can't shuffle. Okay. Last reading for the... I know it is an hour, but, you know, I'm going to continue sort of doing this every Sunday night, guys, while I'm not working in my primary job, to get that week ahead all signs, so I don't have to do each individual signs for each sign and upload them, and it's just really hard physically on me to do that, okay, and you know, on an energetic level and like a physical level, because you know, it's a lot editing and uploading, and I don't edit a lot of my videos, but there's a lot to it, so this is going to work for me. Let's have a look at Scorpio Sun or Rising. I want to say Moon as well. Scorpio Sun, Rising, primarily Rising, Moon signs as well for Scorpio. It's the first time I've said that. You've got 2 cards. Really nice. In the upright, come to the edge, taking a risk, possibly in love this week for some of you. Taking a risk. Imagining what, you know, putting some sort of hard work into something as well. Imagining what, you know, because this is very full card energy. It's also Virgo. You could be looking back on last year as well. I want to say Scorpio, and what happened last year, and like all the work you put in. There's a bit of patting myself on the back, like yourself on the back energy. You've got Balance card, putting the effort into something, getting busy, preparation. Chopping wood is preparing, right? We chop wood in the summer or the fall to prepare for the winter, when we're in home, you know, when a lot of the world, or especially in the northern hemispheres, in isolation, and they need to have that dry wood put away, okay? So something possibly about looking at 8/8 on the screen, what you need to sort of put away for a rainy day. This could be financially. So it's about getting busy as well. And it's hard work, because chopping wood is not easy. If, you know, if any of you have done chopping wood, it's not the easiest thing to do, right? Okay. So there's something here about doing something for a rainy day, and also taking some sort of risk. Okay, let's have a look at beginning week. So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising, primarily Rising, and I want to say Moon next and then Sun, because you're the only sign, Scorpio, that I've said that for. Okay, beginning week. Okay, thank you. Magician, really nice energy here, Scorpio. Creating something, bringing something into existence. The Magician, not on this deck or in this deck, but on the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you've got all the aces on the table. The Ace of Swords, Pentacles, Cups and Wands, okay? So, you know, it's still the same, even though it's not in the depiction. So you're grabbing something and going forward with it. You're taking a risk, like I said. You're taking a risk on starting something new, learning something new, approaching someone new if you're single. Yeah, looking into a new business. You're going to start creating, Scorpio. Midweek, you have the Emperor, a masculine energy possibly in your life. We'll clarify that in a second, Spirit. And the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, all in the upright. Really nice energy, Scorpio. We've got Virgo, Gemini, Aries, okay? And Virgo, Cap or Taurus. Let's clarify the Magician, just because I want to know if this is tricky energy. Because the Magician, no, it's not in the reverse. I don't feel it's tricky. What is this Magician at the beginning here for Scorpio? What do they need to know about the Magician? Yeah, Eight of Wands, all in the upright spirit, please. Six of Wands, something really nice, communication, information coming in. I'm getting for some of you could be like getting accepted for a loan, getting some sort of financial gain, going to the next level. I'm getting for some of you like you already have like a chain of shops or something. Interesting. Or a couple of restaurants and you're getting accepted for another one, getting accepted for like a mortgage, getting accepted for a loan, a rental. Yeah, there's something here you've been manifesting. It's coming into fruition this week. Really nice. Why is the Emperor here? Page of Cups. That could be you, Scorpio. The Star. That was in reverse. A Knight of Cups in reverse as well, but I said I was only taking. I was just going to say, Scorpio, you're getting more clearer about what your dreams mean to you. You're getting more clearer about the relationships you have, the sort of relationships you want to have, romantic or platonic. And there's a lot of fatherly advice here. Okay. King of Pentacles, we have the Hanged Man getting very, very clear. Someone could be giving you help or support, advice possibly. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, really nice. I think a lot of the signs have got the aces. So you're choosing from that Magician's table at the beginning of the week the Ace of Pence, which is tangible, which is a new job, an exception for something being exceptionally good. I'm also hearing, okay? Three of Cups, okay? So whatever's going on this week, Scorpio, I think you've got one of the best readings, all right? I'm just going to say for some of you, there could be something about, wow. All right, there could be something about a father figure or an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Obviously, this is not for every one of you Scorpios, maybe one person watching. You're going to actually, they're going to have some sort of judgment. All right, there's going to be some sort of judgment. I don't feel it's against you. I feel that you're going to see something happen which is not so great to someone. Okay, but you know, karma calls if it's there. That was all the reads now. Sorry to leave on such a unusual note there, but it was definitely for one Scorpio. All right, I'm going to have a break. Okay, I'm going to have a break. I won't be too long. Don't go away. Welcome back, and we will be doing the private readings. Okay. Sweet face, and then don't stalk me in. Don't be stalking me, dude. Okay. Don't be stalking. Sweet face is first. Sweet face, if you're there, please post your question. Hi, everybody online. There's only a couple of people. Hi, Jay. Okay. So, sweet face, Jay, post your question. We're going to start with you. We've only got a couple of people on here. What do you want to know? If you want to know about the week ahead, which is what we've been doing, I'll pull more cards, but that's a good way to start. Okay, if you don't know what to ask. A general for the week ahead. Happy Sunday night, guys. Okay. I'm doing my readings a little different at the moment. I mean, same sort of spreads, but obviously I can't shuffle, so I'm doing the best I can. What is coming with A and I's relationship? We are newly dating. Okay, Jay. You have change. I want all these in the upright, please, Spirit. Changes. Ooh. This is really nice energy, because this person, if there's things about you that you haven't been able to change, patterns, habits, addictions, whether it's literal or whether it's mental or whether it's emotional, or you know, the healing that you've already done, this person is really going to, like, I want to say upper level. Okay, for some reason, like, they're really going to elevate you into wanting to do better, to try harder. They're going to help you as well. So it's a very healing, this is a very healing soulmate energy, okay? Recent energy, recent, past, present and future, Spirit, please. First card flip. I will split the deck, Spirit, thank you. Hesitation, I'm getting the word hesitation. So you could have been hesitating to take this relationship up to another level. This card wants to come out as well. You're learning a lot about each other. All right, you're learning, you're getting to know each other's ins and outs, the way you operate, your ethics, your values. You're getting to know all those things now. All right, and you're getting to really want to work hard on this. Recent past, we have the Seven of Pence, the King of Cups. So if they're more masculine energy, there they are. There's a lot of love. This person, it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but don't worry about the signs too much. And I don't ever worry about the signs too much. We all have so many different signs in different areas and planets, okay, and of our chart. So don't worry about too much, okay. So this is recent past though energy, so just be aware of that. So we've got, like, this person showed you a lot of love or has been very caring or compassionate in the past. They've told you that they've wanted to grow something with you, that they want to put the effort in, that they want to nurture the relationship. So this is recent past, remember, not present energy. But there's something here in the recent past where you felt like you've had to defend yourself or stand up for yourself in some sort of way. So they could be a little controlling, right? They could be a bit controlling, or say, I don't like that, or you shouldn't do that, or even down to, like, minor shit, like, I don't want to eat that tonight, let's make this. There's a bit of a selfish energy associated with this person. Not to say that they are, like, I think it's just a habit or a way of they've been, but this person will change and transform you in some sort of way. I just want to say Spirit has definitely led you guys together. So right now you're in the learning phase of getting to know this person. Present energy, again, more transformation, Scorpio. Got double Scorpio here, triple Scorpio actually with this card as well. You've got Aries energy. Knight of Pentacles. So you're wanting to go slowly. I do feel this is your energy. You're wanting to sort of, like, just take your time with this, see how things pan out, see how this person is going to change you, right, for good or for bad. So there is some controlling energy. So you're like, do I want to deal with this, or is this person willing to change? The Hermit. So right now you're doing a lot of internal thinking about what to do about this relationship. Like if it's going to continue where you are always having to stick up for yourself or try set boundaries with them, perhaps it's not for you, right? But it doesn't mean to say you can't learn a lot from this person. And it may not be about them, it may be about yourself and what you will and will not put up with. So there is a defensive energy when it comes to you. We have Virgo, Taurus, and Scorpio. So right now, there's a lot of grounded energy with you, I'm feeling, okay? Present, future energy in regards to this relationship, you're going to get some sort of clarity about what you need to do. All right, you're going to definitely get some aha moment, or you could be even be getting spiritual downloads, especially with the higher power card being above this card, okay? Getting information from spirit, information that you need to hear. I want to pull 4. Knight of Swords, yeah, quick information coming in. I'm going to say from spirit, if you ask, like, say, Spirit, please show me what I need to do with this situation. I am attracted to this person, but I just feel like they're watching my every move and I have to defend myself. There's definitely something about that. Okay, definitely something about this. But you'll get the answers. 6 of Pence is in the reverse. So I said uprights, but I feel this is like needs to be in reverse here. I feel this person is here for a season. I don't think it's for a lifetime. I think that they're going to be teaching you a lot about your boundaries. Okay, a lot about your boundaries. King of Swords in the reverse, right? I want to put it in the upright. Let's clarify that. 10 of Pence. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of thought coming from you. A lot of retrospect, a lot of I'm not sure about this. Is this balanced? Is this person balanced? Like mentally, emotionally, etc. Are they, the way they're acting? What are their intentions? What are their motives? I don't feel that this is a long-term energy, all right, to be honest. You may be looking at where your abundance lies. Does it lie with something else? Do you need to focus on career or finances like more so than love right now? Do you need to nurture yourself? Because that was the first card that came out. Like there's a nurturing energy. Always like look at someone else's intentions. And maybe you're doing that right now, right? You're definitely looking like, what are their intentions? I need to move slow with this because I'm not sure. I'm getting to know this person, but I'm feeling like blocked, or like it's almost like very 9 of Swords energy, like in mental prison, okay? I feel that there's more friendships coming up for you in the near future. This person can or cannot be in that friendship group in the future. I feel that like Spirit's saying your abundance lies more right now with your friendships, your career, how you make money, possibly a new business idea, anything like that, okay? That was your reading. Noxie, post your question. Thank you for your donation. Noxie, or anyone, if anyone wants to donate, please put donation in the description in PayPal, okay? Noxie is first as she did donate. What's coming up in relationships? You need to be more specific. Noxie, please. Are you talking about love? You talk about platonic? What are you talking about with relationships? Family? Let's just do the same card spread. Are you single currently? So your main energy for the next, I'm going to say 6 weeks, is the blessed card. So feeling very blessed in some sort of area of your life. Let's look at recent past with love, please, Spirit. Split the deck and we'll go forward. Thank you, Spirit. Recent past, 2 of Pentacles, the Justice card. Came out in the reverse, so we're going to have that in the reverse. 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Okay, you could have been dealing with a Libra, but in the recent past, there is like a very like unfairness energy that's been like, remember you got the blessed card in the next 4 to 6 weeks coming in, which is blessings. Okay, I'm going to say 4 weeks, and you definitely have a lot of spiritual guidance. You definitely have a lot of oh wow, this is interesting. I'll talk about that in a second, Spirit. Hold on. Your Spirit's just throwing images and things at me, and I actually, yeah, saw something in this card. I'll tell you. Now, let me just, I know we have I think we have a Saturn, Mars, or conjunction right now. So recent past, yeah, just remember you got blessings coming in. And because it is the number 22, which is a master number, Spirit is really trying to help you and support you with your relationships in all levels in your life, okay? Things weren't imbalanced in the past. The people that you met like made you look at your shadow side, right? Look at that, the shadow, injustice in the reverse, Libra energy. This is like finding out truths, finding out people's hidden motives, intentions. And it made you really think about what part of yourself are you not releasing to heal, to then allow the right people to come into your life. Look at that. See that, this one here, this circle, it actually has a string around it. And very quickly I saw Saturn energy. Okay, now Saturn talks about discipline. Saturn's not the most, it's a very benevolent planet, okay, but it's not the most easiest planet to deal with, right? What it's done is it's made you look at your shadow self and where you allowed others' energies in is part of your shadow. So for example, say you allowed people that were controlling into your life. There's a part of you possibly you need to look at that is inviting those sorts of people in because you have dependence in some sort of way. So Saturn's asking you, or you could have been doing this work where you're needing to get really disciplined, because that's Saturnian energy. Very Hierophant, I need to have a structure, I need to have a mental structure, emotional structure as to what I expect. You know, any energy you put out, you get back. So if you're putting out, and I'm not saying this is you, this is an example, if you're putting out any energy of some sort of like, I'm going to do something for my gain, you're probably going to get people in that are doing things for your gain, for gain to themselves, right? For what they can get out of you. So if you haven't done this introspect, you need to do that, okay? And I do feel you've done it because there's some sort of clarity here with the Three of Wands, which is like saying, I'm going to go out, I'm going to have fun, I'm going to be spontaneous, and I'm going to find my soulmate, okay? Because I have a lot of passion, love within me, but like I'm not going to invite others in that I have to continuously have soul work to do. Now we all have soul work to do, but there's a point where you go, I have to make my own decisions and put number one, yourself first, okay? So that you can grow and not go backwards. Present energy, we have the sun. Beautiful. So you're getting a lot of clarity. The sun is about clarity. The sun is actually in Aries still, okay, right now. So is Saturn. So this planetary alignment could have put you in a place of either high energy or you've had a lot of low energy, I feel, and the light's coming in more. Of course, we're in Taurus season now, okay? Leo, healing as well. This is also breaking down to a 2. We have 2, 2 here. We have 11, which breaks down to a 2. I mean, they're master numbers, but if you break them down, they're all derivatives of 2s. You got the 2 of Pentacles, another 2. You could be seeing a lot of 2s. 2s do talk about, don't talk to me about 2s. I've been seeing 2s all week about, you know, your protecting yourself. The sun is here in regards to clarity on what you want to make you happy in a relationship. So talk about romance here. Yeah, and that's clarified with the 9 of Cups, which is really, really nice. You have Page of Swords. So I feel in a romantic sense, you're getting curious about who's out there. You could be going online. You could be looking at a new dating app or online that is more leaning towards like getting to know someone instead of just intimacy. Okay, there's a lot of that out there. And having fun. Although if that's what you want to do, if that's what you want to do right now, that's fine too. No judgment whatsoever. Future energy, 5 of Wands. In relationships, the Fool. I think you're coming to a point, Noxie, and this can be over the next 6 months, right? Because the next eclipse is in August. So between now, when the eclipse just happened, I think it was March. Was it March? Anyway, the next eclipse is in August. And I think in the next 6 months, there's a lot of personal growth and personal work for yourself, for what your projects, your friends, your work, etc. A lot of, so you could be learning something new as well. And when you get to the point where you possibly meet someone, you're like, do I actually want this? The Fool in the reverse. Right now in my life is good. So I feel that there's a point you're getting to. I don't see a person coming in the next 6 months, right? Although you could get to know people, right? Because we do have this Page of Swords there. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Right, I love this. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, all right. I do feel that someone coming in, Knight of Cups, is here. In your future, for sure. But when they do, it's like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this person going to benefit my life or hinder it? Because you got the 5 of Pence in the reverse, you got the to the diagonal to the 9 of Cups. Realizing like your self-worth here is going to be a big shift for you in the next 6 months. And when this person comes in, you're conflicted. 5 of Wands. Is this the right time? My life is going amazingly well. Do I really want this right now? Is this person going to hinder or help me? So you will be put to the test. I mean, Spirit might bring a wonderful person in, but they could also put you to the test, because that happens a lot. Okay, Spirit does that a lot, to say, have you learned your self-worth? We're going to put this person in your way, this devil energy, and see if you can say no, or you're not the sort of person I want in my life. Do their ethics and values mirror yours? And I do feel you're coming out of a time of mental lack. If you've had any mental lack, like I can't have, or even on an emotional level, I can't get a person in my life. There's a lot of blessings coming in for you, and I don't think it's about love. I think it's about learning how I'm seeing the self-empowerment, the sovereignty card in this deck. Let me just look at this deck. Coming out of some sort of lack of mindset, like you can't have the person you want or something like that. You're taking responsibility for your own emotions, and definitely getting a lot of, there is love coming in though. I just want to say that, whether you'll choose it though or not. All right. You can donate for one more. Thank you, Noxie, if you would like to. Yeah, because you're transforming. This is the card we have, this transformation energy, the number 37, which breaks down to a 10. You're still shedding the old you, the old things you'll put up with. You're creating new boundaries. So when the person comes in, you are going to know, yeah. And be careful. Yeah, you're looking at the projection of your energy. You're hoping someone will come in. You've got the hope card there as well, that will fit with your way of life or your lifestyle appearing as well. And you're looking like that mirroring. You're looking at yourself and how like what you put out there attracts a certain people. So continue doing the self-work. You've probably got another 6 months till there's something about getting it right, or like operating on a certain mental wavelength especially. You're coming out of any lack of in regards to your self-confidence or self-worth. But when this person does come in, and they will, you're going to like, is this person going to fit into my life right now the way it is? Because there's a lot of excitement coming in for you, I do feel. And I do feel there's a lot of, what's your question? I do feel there's a lot of happiness coming in towards you. And it's almost like when this person does come in the next I'm just going to say in the next 6 months, and you're going to be like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this person a hindrance or a help to my life? And that's what you'll be having. Let's look at a career reading. I'm guessing you're working. Okay, chaos and conflict has come out, but it's come out in the reverse. So if there's been any issues at work, any people that have been difficult, of course, you know, if you've had, fortunately, I haven't had to, in a way, I mean, I obviously didn't want to have the injury that I've got, but I've been out of that Aries energy in the workplace, because there could have been a lot of things going on that I've been removed from, okay? So that could have happened to you. I do feel in the next, I'm going to say 6 months, you're coming out of any sort of difficulty with co-workers, with peers, with bosses. You're getting a lot clearer on what is expected of you or what you want to do. So what does Noxie need to be looking at in regards to her career? I'm going to ask that. Like, what is she going to stay where she is? Does she need to learn more at the job she's in? Does she need to do like some sort of part-time study? Yeah, 3 of Swords. Oh, 7 of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. Sort of giving me a little bit more of a storyline. Like, one more card and then I'll split the deck, please, Spirit. Thank you. Energy of you found something out, or someone's deceiving nature, they got caught out. Or if that hasn't happened yet, it's going to happen. 10 of Swords. There was a stop to something. Now, I feel it's more literal, like someone could have been stealing your work, someone could have been taking credit for what you do, somebody could have just been really backbiting and backstabbing type of energy, okay? This is past, I do feel. What does Noxie, what do you see her doing in the future? 10 of Wands. Wow, this is quite heavy energy for the past. But you're coming out of it. You're coming out of anything that anyone deceived you, tried to steal your work, tried to put their name on something that you did, but they're saying they did it. Yeah, I feel that person's either leaving the workplace or recently left the workplace. There's been a lot of burden on you. There's been a lot of burden on what was expected. There's been a heavy workload, possibly because you have knowledge and wisdom in the tasks and gifts that you have in your field, that, you know, your boss thought possibly that you could handle it, but it still is like a lot of pressure, okay? 2 Wands. So I don't feel right now you're making any major decisions, but you could be like, I'm talented, I'm gifted in what I do. Do I want to continue working here? Okay. 8 of Swords. I think you're remaining positive. You're remaining positive here. But you do feel, you still feel guarded. You still feel like you've had to build, perhaps you've had to build a wall in the past year, 2 years, I'm hearing, where you're protecting your energy in the workplace, where you're protecting your right to be free, if that makes any sense, or to be authentic. You're very passionate. You've been through a lot, okay? But I also think that you're looking at what you do have. I feel there's a lot of envy. I feel there's been a lot of envy, if it's not still there even. You're moving into much more of a freer period of your life in the near future. I'm almost seeing like the building blocks energy. Let's split the deck here. Yeah, you know, if you feel something, if you feel intuitively like you haven't completely completed your journey at where you are, I feel that you will feel that way in the near future. Okay. Okay. Because I feel, yeah, there's a new job opportunity coming up here. I don't feel it's where you work. Okay. So what you could do now is start looking at Two of Swords, right? Oh, I want to say all the other twos, but Two of Wands. You need to be looking at what else is out there. Okay, because if you put yourself out there, or even learn something new as well, like in your own free time, there is a job opportunity coming up for you that's going to align you. There you go, with the right people. 3 of Cups in the upright. Okay, and you're going to love the job. You're going to love the people that you're working with. It's going to be more coherent and conducive to your energy. Yeah. I mean, you can do what you like, but Spirit is showing here that you're moving away from where you are, the bosses, the work that you have, the workload that you have. It's almost like you can make money easier in a different place, a different environment, all right? And you're going to be a lot happier, and you're going to reach your goal a lot faster, okay? But that's definitely coming in. There's definitely a lighter energy coming in for you where you're going to be receiving something. So it could even be a pay rise at where you are, a job promotion, but I feel you're looking for something else. Or you would be advised to start looking at what else is out there, okay? For the change that you possibly need to align with the right people, okay? That was your reading. I'm going to take another break, guys. I think Elaine popped in. Hi, Elaine. Hi, everyone that is here. Please don't go away. I will be doing another reading or two before we finish the live at 2 hours. If you want to look at your sun or your rising, I haven't timestamped them, but they are at the beginning. So the general started at 5 minutes and 15 seconds, and we started with Aries, Sag, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag, and then we did the earth sign. So go ahead and look at that. It's an hour for your sun or rising. You could even look at your moon, or especially your Venus, Saturn, Mercury, and Mars. Okay, so that might cover a few reads. So go ahead and look at that. Hi, Elaine. I don't know who's next. Let me know who's online, please. If you want to donate, you can do so. Please make sure you put donation in. Okay, the PayPal, if you do that, it's $5 US. Twin Soul is next, and Reed. Twin Soul and Reed. Don't stalk me and me, dude. Don't be stalking me, dude. If you're on here, can you repost the list? I would really appreciate that, okay? Twin Soul and Reed. General for you, Twin Soul. Elaine donated first, so Twin Soul, just wait in the wings. I will do Elaine's first, but Elaine, I'm going to have a quick break, okay? And then we'll go back to the questions. I won't be too long, okay? Okay, Elaine, thank you for waiting. Twin Soul, hold on. Elaine, place your first question. Let's look at the next week ahead for you in a general reading, okay? We have power. Wow. So, you know, we do have, as I was just sitting and having a quick break, I just felt this huge rush of energy from the solar winds, of course, towards Mars right now, and also hitting Earth. So there's something here about you getting invigorated right now, this week ahead, stepping into some sort of personal power, beautiful energy. What else do we have coming in for you? First card flip, please, Spirit, and then I'll split the deck because I can't shuffle. So I'm shuffling a different way. You just have to bear with me. Yeah, okay, wow. 10 of Swords. Ace of Swords, beautiful. It's been a difficult time for you. The last 10 days, 10 weeks even, the last 3 months. Since the beginning of the year, I want to say. But you're getting a lot of clarity right now in how you can step into your personal power. You've still got a lot of decisions to make. 7 of Cups, making the right choices, getting downloads, integrating. I'm getting the integration card here, in stillness. Possibly you've been in stillness where you've been able to sort of like get downloads from the planets, from the solar winds, from spirit itself. Okay, you're integrating DNA, your DNA is changing. You could have been very fatigued lately. That's the integration card. That's what that means. Getting a lot of protection from Archangel Michael. Show me, Spirit, please. What is going to come out with this? Thank you. Ooh. Yeah, you've realized some sort of purpose, and a lot of it has got to do with collaboration with others. Now, 2026 is all about collaboration with others and community, right? And it is the number 5, breaking down from a 14. Solidarity in numbers. So perhaps you've been thinking about the people that you've been associating with, and you're like, I have different choices. I don't need to like continuously either ride each other's coattails, or others do that to you, okay? Because there's something here about other people, right? You're definitely ending a certain way of mindset. You're definitely forging a path on your own. I'm not saying you're going to be on your own a lot, but there is something here about definitely forging a path. Spirit wants me to just look at more. Forging a path on your own, going your own way, going outside the norm, having an idea that other people possibly thought was, or you know that they're going to think it's a bit cray-cray, but you're just doing it anyway because you're feeling it. Okay. You're being very cautious, Knight of Cups, when who is coming towards you and what they're offering, and is it true or not? Okay, Knight of Cups in the reverse. Oh, this would be coming up for you in this week as well. You've got the 9 of Wands. Yeah, you're really protecting your energy here. I like this. You know, it's saying let the gut, because it came up in the reverse, so it's saying let the wall down a little bit, right? But keep striving towards what you know is the right thing to do, whether it's a project, whatever it is. Don't listen to others. There will be other people that share your ethics, views, and opinions. Okay, so there could have been a bit of emotional choices to make, or have been made, in regards to others, because you're transforming, you're changing. And a lot of this has got to do with the light codes that are coming in. So you've been tired, you've been receiving a lot of light codes, a lot of your DNA is crystallizing. You're definitely having a spiritual awakening here, okay? So, you know, with that fatigue, listen to your body, rest when you can. I think that's going to be going on. I just dropped off a second, I'm back. It's how you handle the integration of your light codes, uplifting, upgrading, okay? Because it's going to make you tired. I've been dealing this, okay? I've been dealing with this, okay? 2 of Swords. Definitely not listen to other people's opinions that you don't intuitively feel that are the right people to listen to. also looking at what does this person have to gain. There's something possibly about a message as well, or hearing from someone you don't want to hear from, so you just don't reply. Also hearing like no reply is the best reply. Okay, now that could be coming up for you. Six of Swords, so gaining a lot more mental clarity, a lot more balance, definitely going your own way. You're being guided with others that share your views and opinions, right? You're like, for example, you're joining a group, just this is an example, can be happening or not, you know, depending upon your story, but it's an example. Joining a group of people who are like-minded in the way you think, in the way you act, in the way you perceive things. And this doesn't mean to say that you have to associate with people who just are on your wavelength and agree with everything, but this is like, yeah, again, that word integration, integrating with people that are also on the same spiritual journey as you. Whether you agree with each other or not, they respect you. There's something here about respect. I don't think you've been shown or given a lot of respect for quite a while. It could even be 10 years. Yeah, clarification beep. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. I think if there's been anyone in your life that like you've lost or loved and lost, or, you know, friendships that have gone sour and they're not sweet anymore, and you're getting over that pretty quickly. I think that you're definitely stepping away from certain people. It could even be for particular people. You're more spontaneous, you're having more fun. This is really nice. Temperance energy, you're getting super balanced. You're understanding, you're definitely understanding how you have to be patient for things, but also while you're being patient, to have fun. To have fucking fun in your life, okay? Possibly learning something new as well. New love possibly coming in, but I don't think you want it right now, all right, in a romantic sense. And you're reaching for your stars, and I think you're going to gain it. This came out in the upright. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Definitely thinking more positively about your life. What's your next question? Then we'll do Twin Soul. After you, Elaine. There's definitely something about owning it, all right? Owning it here with your second question. Making choices, but it's like your way, or excuse me, the highway. That's the first time I've sneezed today. So there's something about you really purging something within your career. If someone says you need to do this, this and this, and you're like, either it's not fair or it's a no, all right? And I don't really think I should do that. I could, like, for example, say if you've got a lot of talent and ability, but you're just getting fact checking, or you're just doing something very medial that someone else could do, that admin could do or something, right? Not saying that admin people, I'm not lowering anyone here, but what I'm saying is you're saying no to, no, that's not good enough to me, for me, or no, I'm not doing that. You remember, it's Taurus season, right? We're entering, like, we are in Taurus season now, so that with the Libra and the focus of the groundedness and the self-love and self-worth, you're definitely saying no to certain things within your career, right? There's something about somebody's eyes as well. There's a masculine energy in regards to your career as well that's coming through. Let's have a look at career. What's coming up for career? I don't know if you're working or not right now. That I'm not really picking up too much in regards to that. All right. I don't think you're interested in love right now. I think that you're really focused on your security, your stability, your safety, your structure, you're practical, and that's really, really good. So, you know, I just want to say, take love out of the equation. Wow, you have the card of blessings. This is the best card in the deck. Yeah, take love out of equations at the moment. I think that, like, just pouring blessings into your career path are going to happen if you sort of, like, just focus on it right now, okay? And not, you know, anyone or anything else. Love will come when it's supposed to. I do feel there's a lot of love for you in 2026, but yeah, career is highlighted. May will be significant, July will be significant, and September. And there is, like, a lot going on. Spirit is pushing you forward here. Split the deck, Spirit, and we'll go from there. Yeah, okay, thank you. this definitely wants to come through. Yeah, Spirit is pushing you forward in your career. There's a lot of blessings. Spirit sprinkling fairy dust on you here, definitely. There's something possibly about the night time, working into the night. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, nice, coming out of any lack of, either literally or even financially, because that is related to your career, right? Knowing that you can do something. Spirit is giving you the willpower, the will, the drive to say I can and not I can't. Okay, 5 of Wands, especially when you're conflicted. Is this the right for me? There could be a lot of competition. I do feel that, you know, this card is screaming competition in your reading. You know, everyone's clambering to be the best or get to the top. I do see this person down here as you going a different way though. On that side, they're doing something else. They're avoiding any conflict with others and avoiding, like, you know, being a sheep, following the leader. You're definitely the lone wolf here, following your passions. Okay, we got the 3 of Pentacles. Like I said, collaborating with others is going to be really good for you. That came out in your general. 7 of Pentacles, nurturing your work, nurturing your art, whatever you do. I do feel there's a contract here. If you're not in a job, there's definitely a contract coming in, right? And Spirit is asking you, because this is on the diagonal to the Chariot, and it's also right in the center of your reading, saying you need to nurture what we're giving you here, what we're leading you towards. And it's got a lot to do with other people. So try and work well with others. It's not always the easiest to do. We're also very, very different people. Let me just push my camera back a little bit so you can see the cards. Okay, I should have done that ages ago. 10 of Cups. Okay, 10 of Cups. So you're going to intertwine, I'm hearing. You're going to sort of like come into, like I said in your first reading, it doesn't just relate to friendships. This also relates to career, where you're nurturing what you love and the people that are around you that are supportive of you in your career. Okay, 4 of Cups in the upright. So there could be some sort of disappointment coming in where something didn't come through, a contract, a project, a commission or something like that. But like Spirit saying, you're just going to continue to grow from the talents and abilities you have, even though there may be disappointments. Okay, so just know that there could be, right? Yeah, King of Wands, very step into your power. We had the power card in your generals. That had a lot to do with this, I'm seeing, right? Leo energy, August, like I said, I don't know whether I said August in your reading, but like that August energy of the next eclipse could be very, very significant. Okay, I think there's going to be, like, just know that whatever passes you by was never meant for you. Know that 100%. Hi, Miss L. And then you've got the wheel in the reverse and the 5 of Cups. So just know, like I said, that things that you do lose within your career that are not right for you, either Spirit's trying to put you on another path towards really stepping into leadership and your passion, okay, and nurturing that. And anything that comes along that may like make you feel emotionally, especially, oh, damn it, I didn't get that. The wheel's here because it wasn't in your path. Right? It wasn't meant to be. There's a lot of opportunity coming up, a lot of opportunity available for you. And there's possibly something about like getting work in a different country, even being available even into 2027, 2028 here, opening up to possibilities. There's something about sacred geometry. I don't know if you know anything about sacred geometry. You may want to learn about that. That's also here. It could support you with understanding, also birth charts, astrology, anything like that will help you understand your career path right now. So watch your rising, especially if it's tarot or your rising sign in astrology, and check that out. Okay, 6 of Pentacles, there is like a lot more evenness coming through, a lot of give and take in regards to other people in your career. You may pitch an idea to your boss in the future, with this new contract here. You may pitch an idea and they may be open and receptive to it, or your peers or co-workers may be open and receptive to it. Don't be a sheep whatsoever in 2020. Well, never, but 2026 is showing you not to be a sheep. Look back at 2025. We've got 5-5 here as well, about the disappointments that you had, about things that didn't come through for you in all areas, but this is about career. And learn from that mistake. Learn from those mistakes as you see them. Let's have a look at new love. New love, post your question. I think like my internet dropped off and then came back on because it's gone to 11 minutes and I've been on for like 2 hours. 11:11, bang, on the screen right now. Yeah, wow. All right, now I don't always look at the timestamp, so that's there for a reason. 11:11 is definitely Archangel Michael protection, so needing to either protect your energy right now or keep it protected right now. Twin soul, sorry, I thought it was new love. General. Right, I'm just going to go back to the wisdom deck. I just felt like using those decks for Elaine, and I'm going to go back to this deck. I just didn't feel pulled to the wisdom deck for her. All right, twin soul. Hi, Miss L. If anyone wants to donate, I won't be on for too much longer, so if you want a reading today, you may want to donate. It's $5 US. You can do so now. Please put donation in the PayPal if you want. I love this card. Serendipity. The number 9. Virgo. It's also moon energy. There's something here about having a lot of trust right now that you are going to soar, whether this is in your career, relationships, a particular relationship I'm picking up here. That things could be ironed out, sorted out. There's something that needs to be like ironed out, cleaned up and ironed out. Like, so you may want to have a conversation with someone or something like that. Especially if you've kept your emotions or they've kept their emotions from you and haven't said something. This is a 4-leaf clover though. This talks about luck. Okay, it talks about luck. Things lining up for you. Serendipity is things falling into place. It's very like the star energy in this deck, which is the fates. Okay, so something is fated possibly. You will lift off, you will take off, you will elevate. Okay, week ahead. Let's look at the week ahead for twin soul. So this could, you could be starting to see the energy of this week. Okay, you're working hard on something. What is it you're working hard on? You're wondering if it's going to take off. It could be a business. There's something about soap. I don't know whether that means anything. Maybe you've wanted to make soap or candles or something there. There's something creative about making or creating something. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. There's something about putting some effort or working to something to create something. All right. But with the 7 of Pentacles, remember, he's nearly at the 10. All right, he's way past the 5 of Pentacles, because then you have the 6, the 7, and then you have 8, 9, 10, and you reach your ultimate like goal, with, especially if it's financial career related with this part of your reading. Let's split the deck and clarify. More information, please, Spirit. Thank you. The Hermit, Virgo, and you got Virgo and Pisces energy here too, just by the way. Which, like I said, I mean, this is coming out so much. Opposite signs are actually really mirroring their opposite sign. So Virgo is really mirroring Pisces. Cancer is really mirroring Cancer. Capricorn, so that's what I said, right. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the 5 of Wands. Wow, okay. We have the 8 of Cups. I feel there's something you're not really clear on, either a person or a situation that you should walk away from, but you want either more information or more clarity, or you want things to be the exact right time to do so. And intuitively, because of the Hermits here, like that internal dialogue, that internal narrative, when you know it's the right time, you're going to be very clear and you're going to go for something. But that could mean walking away from someone or something, okay? Use your creativity to replay that. Spirit's just getting like spirituality as well. Candles, candle gazing. There's something about fire energy here to be able to tame this 5 of Wands, which is competition, everyone wanting to get to the top, everyone wanting a piece of that fire, right? There's at the top, and that person, I feel that's you at the top reaching for it. You do have something that is above and beyond others. I think it's spiritual as well. Be interesting to see if the High Priestess comes out here. You could be traveling here. You could be thinking about traveling. It doesn't have to be soon. It can be like myself, where I'm planning a huge trip at the end of next year. So that's like a year and a half away. That's a round the world trip though. And Elaine's not. Elaine, are you still here? Yeah, around the world trip to see all the people I've met in the past 9 years on YouTube. That would be part of my trip. Anyway, there's something here about going around the universe, maybe learning astrology, the stars, what's going on space weather wise will be very good for you, so you can understand more what's going on. You're definitely, you know, the 10 of Wands is very much like in the Rider-Waite-Smith. He's carrying a huge burden. He's carrying all the wands on his back. Here in this depiction, she's walked down the mountain. She's got her buffalo or yak or whatever it is, type of beast, right? She's got all the stuff. She's taking only what she can carry. And I'm also, there could be someone else aligning with you. Could be a friend right now that is saying, yeah, let's go here, let's do this, let's like drop some shit, some people, some places, some, you know, I want to swear, like fuckery. This fuckery happened, and you could be talking to a person about all the conflict you've had with others, and you're definitely walking away emotionally healing from others for sure. But you could be taking someone with you, so there could be a friend who's in alignment with how you feel. Yeah. Hi everyone that's new here, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe. 2 of Wands, yeah, look at that earth there, that globe. So there's definitely something about traveling, planning something. I don't feel doing it. I feel in the next like year, yeah, you're going to be thinking about doing that. You're maybe saving money for that as well. 9 of Pentacles, definitely moving into a space, you know, when you release things, when you only prioritize and just drop a whole shit load of stuff that you don't have to worry about, think about, energetically carry, emotionally carry, mentally carry. When you drop that, it allows so much space for more growth. And this is growth. 9 of Pentacles. Like I said, when I said the 7 of Pentacles, it's not the 5, it's not the 6. You've already learned a lot, especially about others and the conflict and competition that's been around you. You're very clear on that. I feel there's still a lot of healing to do in regards to it. A lot of healing to be able to look at, okay, what was that situation with Mary, for example, right? What did she display in herself? People project what they feel about themselves. If they project violence, they're angry with themselves, okay? If they project putting someone down emotionally, it's because emotionally they are destroyed, they are sad, they are at a complete 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, complete loss, all right? So it's about looking at each situation in your life and saying, I heal from this now. I need to acknowledge and realize that that person projected their energy onto me because it's how they felt about themselves. And I think that's a lot that you need to be clear on here, twin soul, okay? The last card we have is the Ace of Pentacles, because that's when, with the 9 and the Ace, you get your 10, right? So continue doing what you're doing with your healing. Continue what you're doing with your, if you haven't already dropped shit people, places and things, you get your 10. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming, the Queen of Wands. I do feel, even though the High Priestess didn't come out, I feel that a lot of your path forward has got a lot to do with your spirituality. You also have the Ace of Wands. You have the 10 of Pence actually there at the bottom of the deck as well. Look at all this fire energy, this fire, this passion that you have to create a new life and to move away from this 10 of Wands and 5 of Wands. Although the 8 of Cups, I have to acknowledge, it came out in the reverse, so there's still quite a bit of healing. You have 2 aces in your reading, especially for your future. I really like that. Okay, who is next, please? If you want to donate, you have to do so now. I will be leaving the feed in the next, say, 20 minutes. Okay, we're following the list, so who's next, please? Or I'm going to have to go all the way through the list again. I haven't seen Queen on here for quite a while. I'll have to contact her via WhatsApp and see what's going on in her life. Let her know I'm back online. She probably doesn't think I am, so she probably hasn't been checking. If she wants to, you know, I don't want her missing out on being able to jump in and join the party here. I want to have a look at the next person. So I'm going to find the list again. Oh shit, there's so much on the feed. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to write 2 people down. Read Miss L. I'm going to do Miss L. SWO Dasha. Read. Okay, who is here, please? Oh my God, what am I doing? All right. Yeah, Janie too. Because I broke my arm, so I couldn't, like, for the past 5 weeks, haven't been able to do anything, and I still can't do that much, but at least I can do this now because I'm doing my cards a different way. And I was like, but like literally, I was in so much pain that doing cards was the last thing on my list, unfortunately. Okay. Firebird, Miss L, post your question. Thank you, Katika. I probably won't get to you today. We're going to do a couple more, and I think you came in a lot later, so maybe you'll catch us tomorrow night. Miss L, post your question. Firebird, also, you've been waiting too, and then we'll leave the feed tomorrow night. So if you don't want to stick on, guys, for those to listen in on those people, or if you want to donate, I will take donations. But we've just got 2 people left. Miss L, post your question. Let's put a bit of sage around here. Oh, this is burning a little bit out of control, Trudy. What are you doing? Let's just not put it up in the air and let it just burn down a little bit. And you get some good smoke from this. Spirit. Yeah, I don't have a bath, so to be able to do that is just, it's not really possible. Messages from your twin. Do you know who your twin is, or are they just out there somewhere? Firebird, please hang on. No. Ow, ow. I don't want to burn my table because I've got such a beautiful table. I'm going to set fire to the bloody thing. Okay. Who is your twin? Do you know your twin flame? Are you with your twin flame? Or are they just like, you know, what? If you don't know your twin flame and you want to know what's going on in their life, you don't have one either. I wish I did. Oh, Canada. So your twin's in Canada? All right. Just clarify that. Let's pull some cards. I now put it on top of more sage. It's what it's supposed to do though. So your twin flame's in Canada. Okay. Or you're from Canada. I don't know. But anyway, I'm getting a mess in my hands. Let's have a look. Messages from the twin flame towards blah blah blah. Not yet in 3D. Okay, all right. Not yet in 3D. Wow. So this card's come up like 3-4 times today for the general, and they're out there, by the way, if you guys want to go have a look at the generals. Signs, rising and sun. Serendipity. So this card holds a lot of faith. I don't think you know this person. I don't think you've met this person before. That's what I'm feeling here. So whether you think you have a twin flame or not, I don't know. You haven't met yet, okay? Now, you may have met them online. You may have met them online and been talking to them, but you haven't literally physically met. That's also coming through. You have Virgo energy here, also the moon, Pisces, Virgo, like is happening a lot right now. These opposite signs mirroring each other. There's something here about luck, things aligning when they're supposed to. You have a very strong faith that things will align and come together for you and your twin flame when they are supposed to. But there is like a feeling of lack or loss or sadness, or like, when is my twin flame coming in or coming back, or when am I going to literally meet them? Okay. Can you show me their energy, please, Spirit? Can you show me their energy? Page of Swords. There's definitely something here about online. So I don't know whether you've literally met online or you're going to meet online, okay? And there's definitely social media chatter going on here with the Page of Swords, okay? Eight of Pentacles. It could be literally work keeping you both away from each other, or needing to align with your career before you meet, or like another message that's coming through here that you're going to be saying to your twin flame, I really want to work on this. I really want to... There's something here about 1 month, or the next full moon, or the moon cycles. Let me know if this is resonating. Can you let me know if you are speaking to your person at least online, or you just don't know them yet? Because I'm getting this moon energy. Knight of Pentacles. It's definitely not time to come together in the 3D, in the, on, you know, here on Earth, in the human to human, okay? Definitely not time yet, because the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I'll put that in the upright. And you see the alignment of the planetary alignments. Eclipse is coming through here as well. Things are going to align. And you've got a lot of faith that things are going to align, okay, when they're supposed to. So this is showing to me a lot of faith on your part, okay? I think you're curious. I think you're maybe recently, or have been thinking about finding a reputable group to join, or a reputable site to meet new people online, or something here is definitely about online. Whether you've got a dating app, just make sure that you're obviously joining and connecting with the right people, okay? Two of Pentacles, again in the reverse. We're going to put that in the upright. I feel, I'm getting the energy of the twin flame here. I feel that they're juggling a lot in their life at the moment. They're possibly studying or working really hard right now. Okay. Yeah, they're not putting themselves first at the moment. They're definitely burdened, overworking, burnout, I'm feeling as well. Okay. Two of Swords. I think what's going to change their life, which will then ultimately bring them towards you, is by dropping something. So they may say they own a business. Maybe they sell their business. Maybe they have a job and they go, I can't deal with this work anymore. I have to leave. I can't live in this town anymore. I have to get out of here. It's almost like a new, completely new start that will propel them into then aligning with you and meeting you in the physical. Because I think something's going to become too much for them, either where they live or where they work, and then they make a change, and that's when they come in towards you. Yeah, there's definitely a shift going on for them mentally, and possibly literally physically, okay? And that's when the change, that's when the big change, look at that, the Tower happens. And the Tower brings with it the Magician. So I do feel that they're not currently trying to manifest you into their life or a person, but I do feel that there's a lot of things in their life that will change, and the changes that they personally make to be able to elevate themselves, put themselves first, because right now they're not. They're either working for the man, or, you know, in a really bad relationship that is a very misguided. I'm hearing misguided, very imbalanced, possibly lies and deceit going there with the Magician on top of that Nine of Cups in reverse. There's something here that has to change for them. I don't feel this is your energy, although it could be. You could relate it to you if that's the case, but I don't think so. We're talking about your twin flame here. So this all has to happen, and then things move. Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is definitely a huge closing out, which hasn't happened. I can't give you a time frame, but I'm going to say within the next 6 to 7 months, all right, that things are going to, or even 8 months, up to 9 months even, where things will really change for them. So I can't see them coming in like before the end of the year here. Possibly around Christmas, New Year period, but I don't hang on to time frames that I give you, because it all depends upon individual people's choices. If this person does not want to heal and then they want to continue to not put themselves first, they're going to burn out. They're going to have to make a decision. The tower will be made for them. It did come out in the upright, which is usually spirit creating a tower for them to be able to move on. I've created many of my own towers and many other things have been created as well for me, but I've created many of my own towers. I feel the spirit's creating this tower for them, so they have to move on. Yeah, so they have, and that's the Truth card, Ace of Swords, so they have to get the clarity they need. Okay, but there's a lot of healing to be done with this person, especially like, what do I do with my life type of energy. Okay, there is clarity coming where they're not so confused anymore, but it's not round the corner, right? It's not like in the next, I'm going to say by the end of the year, things are going to be a lot clearer to this person. And then what will happen? Four of Wands, wow, stability. So as I say, with every 10 of Wands or 10 of Swords that comes through, we don't have any of those cards, but I'm feeling that type of energy. Oh yeah, we do. We have the 10 of Swords. That something has to end so the new can be replaced and things can align. So there's definitely a need for something. Now, I'm not getting people in his life. I'm getting more of this in an energetic level, although it could be people, someone who's possibly being manipulative or deceiving or treating him as a doormat. That will be shown. Okay, if that is the case, that will be shown. And what's coming in is a lack of emotional confusion for him, and more clarity about what he needs to do, and definitely more stability. Okay, and that's the twin flame card, right? The Four of Wands. And stepping into the lead of his own life, because I don't feel he is. I feel like even though there's not other people here, there's a lot of manipulation going on. Okay, there's a lot of people that are telling him what to do. There's possibly family issues. There's clarity coming in for him. And I do feel that there is, like, if he is with someone right now, they will be separating, they will be divorcing, they will be whatever. But he has to have this tower. Something has to happen for him to go, oh shit, I need to change. Or, oh shit, I'm burning out. Or, oh shit, I found that out about that person, I need to leave. But, you know, there's no court cards there, so I think that's more like an energetic reading. Okay. I think the last person is or was... fuck, what did I say before? I can't remember. Who's online, please? We've got 2 people sitting here. Who is waiting for a reading? I'm going to take the first person, and that is going to be it, okay, for today. I'm very lucky I'm able to do my cards without using my arm. Firebird, you are last. Firebird, you are last. Sorry, Katika, I will get to you tomorrow, okay? What is peace intentions? The Aries, they are dating, spirit. What is peace intentions? They are dating. Okay, main energy surrounding that is come to the edge and flexible. Virgo has been coming out all day, maybe significant. It's also Aries energy. I'm getting like there could be a couple of messages coming through in different ways in this card, okay? The come to the edge card is usually taking a risk with love, you could have been talking a lot about what you guys want to do together, what you plan to do together. Okay, they came out in the upright, both of these cards, and the flexible is needing to compromise. So I think there's like some sort of for things to fall into place, for things to be good. Okay, because there is here something about compromisation required. And I'm also picking up like one of you may be in like a little bit more introvert than the other one, extrovert. Okay. One card, please, then we'll move forward. Recent, past, present, and future. Thank you, Spirit. One card, and then we'll split the deck. Okay. What are his intentions? I'm picking up your energy. I don't want to say the word boredom because boring is not really a nice word. I don't feel. I think it's like you feel emotionally out of alignment, possibly a little bit, or have been with this person where you're the more loving or caring one, or they are. It can work both ways. So there's a little bit of emotional disappointment in the past. I'm not picking up who. Knight of Cups. So yeah, in the reverse, I feel that there's like emotional dissatisfaction a little bit coming through with him or you. One of you's more open with relationships, okay? Oh wow, open relationship. Now, I'm not premising anything, okay? It came through, so I've just got to acknowledge that. Perhaps there's an ex in the picture still as well. Like there's a third party energy here in the past. There's a feeling of like I can buy myself flowers, which is that Miley C song. I can't say that because YouTube are really funny about copyrights. Okay. Knight of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Wands. So I'm feeling there needs to be more like, maybe he goes out with his friends a lot. Maybe he's very Aries, right? I'm also getting Peter, if that makes any sense. I know his name starts with P, Peter or Paul. There's possibly something to do with money here that's been a problem. Perhaps you want him to be a little bit less like free and easy. Okay. I can, Marilyn, if you want to. Sagittarius is coming through really strongly, so he could have that in his chart somewhere. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of physical attractiveness, which is really, really nice. Really, really nice. Okay. Present energy. King of Cups. The Seven of Wands. Setting boundaries, setting emotional boundaries, talking. This is really nice. I think you're both very, he has his eyes closed and so does she. You could meditate together even. But this is like, you really elevate each other here. You're really currently elevating each other on an emotional level. So whatever's happened in the past where you could have been like discontent in romance, that's coming in for you. Like that's here or coming in for you. He's a lot more open here with his emotions, being the King of Cups, and you're a lot more closed, being that feminine energy. It's sort of like you're turning your head towards him now, which is good. It's not like you're turning your head away. You both may have very different interests as well, where you do your thing, he does his, but you come together, you gel really well. Very spiritual. I would say he would be more introverted, you're a bit more extroverted, like in your energy, and that may be just right now, okay? Justice, really nice. It's in the upright. I love this. It's been in the reverse all day. So there's a lot of beautiful, cohesive communication, all right? Coming in. Two of Cups, so this relationship will continue. I see this being long-term, and I see any emotional discomfort or disappointment or not being open emotionally, whether it's you or him, like resolving itself. But he doesn't seem to be, if that's you, he doesn't seem to be too bothered. I think that there's something here you need to look at your shadow side, because your energy is coming through here quite strongly, where you need to do some sort of work about setting your boundaries with yourself and others. Okay. The world is here, so this relationship has a beautiful opportunity to grow and grow. You could even think about traveling together or doing something in the next 2 years or even a couple of months, but I see this as long term, which is really, really nice. And Six of Cups, he is a soulmate. So he has good intentions. When I see the Justice card in the reverse, when that question like that is shown, definitely. But there's some has good intentions, but there's something about you needing to like stop being so defensive, either with yourself or with him. Okay, because there's some defensive energy where you're like no, or you're really stubborn. I feel that's your energy where you're really stubborn, either like with not opening your emotions because it's next to the King of Cups and it's diagonal to the Two of Cups, or something's really, you've built a wall a little bit around yourself emotionally, and anytime possibly he gets close in any sort of way, you don't show your emotions, or this could be him to you. So there's a real need with that being in the center to really work on that. Okay, but you do have the Justice card in reverse, so I think it's how you communicate with yourself and how you look at past relationships to want to heal from things to get more balanced, right? So that's pretty much it for your reading. I do see if you work on your communication with yourself and letting your guard down a bit and working on any disappointments, especially emotionally in the past that you've had, okay, you'll be liberated from that sort of like blocking energy. Okay, that was your reading. I hope it made sense. Yeah, there's something about needing to put the effort in as well here. Definitely there's some imbalance, but I think it can be balanced out quite well with communication. Okay, and I would say to get creative with each other. Oh, Marilyn, okay. Sorry, Marilyn, I forgot about you. Sorry, I didn't mean to forget about you. I just was like stuck on this reading. Okay, that was your reading. I hope it made sense. I'm going to do Marilyn's in a second. Marilyn, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to take a quick break. I've been on here for a good 2.5 hours now. Even though it says 42 minutes on the chat, it went off and went back on again. So it kicked me out and on. So I've been on for a long time. Marilyn, you are next. If anyone else is here that would like to donate, I am only taking donations now, from now on in. Okay, I will definitely thank you, Firebird. I will definitely stay on if someone donates and what's the word? Honor your reading, but otherwise after Marilyn, I will be leaving the feed. I won't be too long, Marilyn. Let me just have a quick breakdown. Okay, Marilyn, we are here. Please post your question. I think you're waiting for something to happen, or you're like knocking on wood. I'm hearing a lot of knocking outside. It feels like someone's knocking on a tree or knocking on wood or working on something, but it feels more like knock on wood. Spirit said to me, okay, which is like you're wishing for something, or you've said something and you're like, knock on wood, that doesn't happen. Okay, interesting. How does Lola think and feel about the two of us doing a project together? So something about using breath work right now to get through any difficulties or any challenges, or like if you need to make a decision, like not to make something right now, you're hoping it will work out with that knock on wood message. Okay, I feel that there's not, okay, there's a card that dropped to the floor, which is lower energy. All right, this either you're not accepting yourself or they're not accepting something you're planning, saying, your word that you're putting in. We'll put that back in the deck because I don't want that as lower energy. There's something about not being accepted. You feel you're asking Spirit to show you the way as well here with this card and your abundance and your blessings, but you're not quite ready. It's like I'm getting Hanged Man energy. I haven't used the Rider-Waite-Smith deck today, so I'm going to use it. How does Lena think and feel about the two of us doing a project? Maybe you feel that she's hiding something or not being truthful, or there's a lack of integrity. Like maybe you've had a red flag like that, recent past energy with this person. And I'll split the deck, please, for after that first card falls. Thank you. Yeah, you're judging, or perhaps she's judging you, or you've judged something. Or, okay, let me get more cards on this. But this is recent past. This is like, there's like a judgment call needs to be made, a decision needs to be made, but you're like, I'm not sure about this. If you've had any red flags, you need to pay attention to those. If you feel like she's hiding something or doesn't have a lot of integrity towards the project or towards you, there's a need to pay attention to that, Marilyn, okay? Because there's something in that there. Yeah. So you've got an opportunity. I feel this is her energy, and she's like in the past, like, do I want to do this or not? Do I pursue this or not? I'm not sure. There's an insurity here. So let me know if this is resonating, please. Yeah, there's an indecision or being very undecided. So perhaps she's been undecided, or you have, or you both have, like, is this the right time? There's a lack of clarity in the past about something. Now, if you feel there's a need to be more open to your emotions, you can get to where you want to be on your own, I'm hearing. There's some sort of lack of integrity or lack of clarity associated with lack of integrity and a decision about that surrounding it. Okay, right, current energy, so it's like you've made a decision. Yes, we're going to go forward with this project, we're going to work together on this. There could also be somebody else involved, but there doesn't have to be, because this is just the card of celebration and like contracts, celebrating something. Yeah, we're going to do this, but there has been insecurity or there has been indecision in the past where you're like, should I just let go of this idea with this person, or is it time to go, no, it's the green light to go forward? But there's also something about here, you've thought about doing something on your own, right? Okay. But I feel in her energy, she's quite excited about this, like working on the project. I don't feel like anything currently, but you're just like, you're still unsure. It's like you either don't trust yourself, or you're not sure you've got the whole picture about who the person is, or whether you can trust that it will be, you know, there might not be a bad person. You just may be like, I need to know the outcome sort of thing. I need to know if this is going to work with this person. Now, this can be a lesson coming up, or it can be great. okay? Like a lesson in a sort of more negative, not a negative sense. Lessons are never negative, but there's anyway, let's see what comes up. 5 of Wands. You're worried about any conflict with this person. Conflicting opinions, conflicting views. What about, yeah, Chariot in reverse. There's a lot of unsurety. I think you still, are unsure, because I think the way she wants to go with something, you're going to have a lot of, no, but I want to ride it this way. I want to do it this way. Now, like I said, if you're getting any red flags, you need to pay attention to them, because the Chariot's here in the reverse. You're still very unsure. The Star in the reverse. You're not sure if this is the way to go, the person to do this with, but you are ultimately going to commit yourself to something or someone doing this with, okay? And you're going to get mentally clear about what you want. Perhaps there needs to be some boundaries in place. I do feel that you really care for this person. There's something possibly about getting a lot of messages. I feel this person wants to do this. I think the insurity is to do with you. Maybe it's like, is this the right time to release this or start this? Have I done enough work to be the best I can be at this? There's something here about that. Is this the right time? It's still, is this the right time? Your question is still, is this the right time? Okay, so you're not clear. You need to get clear. You need to put yourself first. I feel that there's a contract coming in that's going to make you very, very happy. I think you're going to make the decision, but you need to step into some sort of like power mode energy where you have the upper hand in some sort of way without someone like making decisions for you. Say you said you're writing, right? You want to write her life story. Well, perhaps she wants you to do it in a certain narrative and you want to do it in a different narrative because that's the way you write, for example. So there needs to be compromise. If it's going to work, there needs to be compromise. And you can't allow her to be pushy at all as well. I'm getting the word pushy, like, come on, hurry up. Why haven't you done that yet? Like, I've given that to you, because it takes time, right? Like, I'm getting the word, like the saying writer's block, where you sometimes, you know, you're not ready to be creative and write, and you know when the right time is, even if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you get up and you start, okay? So there's something about you needing to take your time with this. If it's going to work, you need to take your time with this, and you need to let her know that it's not just going to be spun out in 2 seconds, all right? That was your reading. Thank you for being here today, everybody. I am leaving the feed. I've got 2 or 3 calls to make, and yeah, a booking to make. I've got a few things to do. Hopefully you, I hope that made sense, Marilyn. Hopefully you guys, there's only a couple of people right now. See you tomorrow night. Have a great Sunday night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.